Hi, my name is Fernel Belfort, and today is the 21st. So today we're going to be talking about the different component and structures of the chicken wing. So after doing the chicken wing dissection, I've pretty much split apart the chicken wing. We have like the wingtip of the chicken, and we also have the bicep area. So talking about the different joints and muscles of the chicken. Chickens have a bicep tendon. They also have a tricep. And on this part as well, if you press down on this, you can also feel that long bone. That's the humerus of the chicken. Going more into the wingtip part of it, this is where you have your elbow joint right over here. I'll talk about that in a second. This is where you're gonna have your articular cartilage, which wraps around the end of the bone and provides that protection for it. And I'll talk about the disease in a second, but I just want to show the muscle. So if I pull on this right over here, you have the muscle. That's the muscle of the chicken right here. And then towards the end, what allows that muscle to connect to the bone, you have the white part over here. I don't know if it's hard to see, but you have the white part over here. That's your tendon. So your tendons are going to connect the muscle to the bone to provide certain muscle action. Just like in humans, we have tendons that allows us to do certain muscle actions. Chickens have that as well. So you have the tendons right over here. Also in the wingtip, if you press down on it, you can feel these two bones right here. The chickens also have a radius and ulna, just like humans do. If I were to attach it, I've already detached it, but if I were to attach this, this is the elbow joint, like I mentioned before. This is the end point. This is where the elbow joint is. Earlier, I was doing some muscle action to see what would happen if I pull on the muscle. So basically, on the lower part, if you pull on the muscle, my hands are kind of slippery, but if you pull on it, on the bottom part, it pretty much extends the wingtip. So that allows for extension. So that means we have certain muscles down here on the bottom that provides for extension, which allows the chicken to extend their wings. If you pull on the top part, if you pull that muscle, it allows for flexion. It's kind of hard for me to do it because my fingers are slippery. But if I pull on it, it will basically flex the wing. So chickens have muscle that allows them to do certain type of flexion, certain type of extension. So they have certain joints that enables them to do that. So going back to the elbow joint over here, this is where we have the articular cartilage, which, like I was mentioning before, which wraps around the membrane and allows it, give it that protection and buffering mechanism. You also have your synovial membrane and your synovial cavity here. The fluid pretty much allows the joints to give it that buffering so that the bones don't connect on each other, provide that bone-to-bone interaction. So the synovial fluid gives it that cushion. Certain diseases that I could think of that could affect that, if you have something like arthritis. So arthritis being where you have inflammation in the joints, which are pretty much the degenerative of the synovial fluid, which would give it that bone-to-bone interaction. So no type of synovial membrane or cartilage whatsoever. That cartilage is completely weak and completely done. So now the bones pretty much are rubbing against each other. So something like arthritis is a type of disease that could affect muscle movement and joint interaction. That's about it as far as the chicken bone goes. So here is the muscle again of the chicken. Down here you have the bones. Over here you have the synovial, the articular cartilage, and the synovial membrane. Everything is displayed right in here. This was the bicep part of the chicken wing. And that's pretty much it.